If you guys are following UK news, then you definitely know there is a lot going in the UK now from the last 1 month. New Prime Minister Liz Truss was elected, Queen Elizabeth II passed away, and King Charles III took the throne. Bank of England sending serious warnings of recession, rise in energy and gas bills, some news about new immigration changes, and pound crashing. So I'll try to cover a few highlights here with both bad and good news. Hey guys, I'm Sarika and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. I'll begin today's video with some good news followed by some negative news. So, good news. Liz Truss, who is the new Prime Minister of UK, is already discussing about some changes to the immigration policies based on the current labour shortage in the UK due to Brexit. In fact, it's reported that UK labour shortages may cost UK economy 30 billion a year. Few reports also stated that pubs and restaurants have slashed hours and even closed down because they have not been able to recruit. UK hospitality sector said staff shortages are costing the industry 21 billion in lost business and 5 billion in lost tax. So she's planning, along with the UK Home Office, to relax immigration rules to ease Brexit workforce shortage. This is currently being discussed and debated in the Parliament, but there is no decision made yet. But we all are hoping that there will be some good news for people who are planning to move to the UK, or those people who were planning for some time but was unsuccessful because the plan is to relax some immigration rules. So first proposal is to expand current shortage occupation list. So for people who don't know what is shortage occupation list, it simply means like each country, even UK maintains a list of occupations which are in high demand, but they don't have enough people to fulfill those roles. So if your job falls under shortage occupation list, your chances of getting visa sponsorship jobs are higher as compared to other jobs as the rules are relaxed. In the UK, the work visa is called skilled visa, which follows point-based system. But businesses have been frustrated that the visa system for skilled worker is not working, as they still find difficulty bringing foreign workers. So the Prime Minister is expected to expand the government shortage occupation list in order to help businesses fill vacancies by more easily recruiting overseas workers. However, it's not clear which jobs will be added to this list, so keep an eye on the UK Home Office announcements. Second proposal is about temporary visa, like seasonal visas. In the UK, we have permanent visa categories where you can settle down on this visa, whereas the second category of visa is called temporary visa categories, where you can move to the UK and work for some time, like 6 months or 1 year, but you cannot settle on this visa. Few examples of this visa are charity visa, youth mobility visa, and seasonal visa. I have detailed video on my channel if you want to know more about this visa categories. The seasonal worker program was first launched in 2019. Temporarily allows 40,000 overseas workers into the UK for seasonal roles in horticulture sector for 6 months period only. A recent government report warned that labor shortages were badly affecting the food and farming sector, often forcing farmers to cull healthy pigs and leave fruit rotting in the fields. However, now there is a proposal that they're planning to lift the cap from 40,000 and also extend the seasonal visa for longer duration, like 1 year. Third proposal is to abolish the English language requirements. As most of you guys are aware that to work in the UK, you need to prove your English language proficiency if you're not from English speaking countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, just to name a few. So this is good news for you, as you don't need to give IELTS exam anymore or get a certificate from ECCTIS. Fourth proposal that are being considered are to lower visa costs and removing the unusual obligation on employers to prove that the employee needs to be hired from outside for a role. Because in most cases, when employers have to apply for a visa for the employees to work in the UK, they have to prove that the role could not be met with the labor force that was already in the country, and that's the reason they had to hire from outside the country to meet that. So because of these specific requirements, they are looking to relax that to make it a lot easier to hire from outside. Fifth proposal is regarding the PR, which is permanent residency. There's also talk about removing the salary threshold to relax the rules so that migrants can apply for an ILR to remain indefinitely in the UK. Sixth proposal. The other changes that are being considered are lifting restrictions on broadband engineers moving into the country. Now, the reason why the focus is on broadband engineer is because Liz Truss just had made a pledge to make 85% of the homes in the UK available with full-fledged broadband fiber by 2025. So in order to meet that pledge, they are looking to relax the restrictions put on broadband engineers moving into the country. Please note, I'm using the word proposal as this is just a proposal which is discussed in the Parliament and no final decision is yet made on this. Now, let's talk about some negative news. So number one, pound fell to the lowest level against the US dollar since 1971. The most obvious reason behind pounds falling is the recently announced UK tax cuts by the UK government. Now, what's the impact on us? The decline is causing uncertainty in economy. The importers and exports expect a specific sum for their imports and receive a certain amount for their exports and services. If the currency is less worthy, the cost of importing goods becomes high. And with the change in currency rates, the loss in imports and exports becomes unavoidable. So for common people like us, it will mean high cost living as the cost of groceries, oil, gas, and other commodities goes up. But if you're visiting as a tourist in the UK, you will have more money to spend as you will get better exchange rate. Number 2, Bank of England could announce high interest rates as compared to what was previously expected, as they will analyze the impact on demand and inflation from the government's announcements and act accordingly. Number 3, part-time workers who take benefits from the government will be asked to do at least 15 hours a week, as they will see their benefits cut unless they take steps to work longer hours. Please note, international students are not impacted by this, as you are not allowed to work more than 20 hours per week and you are not entitled to take any benefits from the government. So please do not panic, as few students had already contacted me regarding this. So on a positive note, we discussed 6 good proposals from the UK government regarding the immigration policy. So while we are waiting for these proposals to be approved, you guys can start your preparation, like understanding the types of visa in the UK, like skill visa, which are permanent visa categories, or get yourself familiar with the temporary visa categories like seasonal visa or charity visa. And you'll find all the details in my playlist called UK visa categories, where I have covered full details like eligibility criteria, costs, what documents are needed, and much more. I will link it in my video description for you to have a quick look. Also, you should browse the different UK job sites to check how many job opportunities are available for your role and start your preparation, like having a UK CV format or a cover letter, which is also covered in my previous videos. And for those who don't know what is UK shortage occupation list, you should check out my previous video as well, so that you are familiar what are the jobs in demand currently. Now, if you guys got any questions, please make sure to leave your comments below. And also for those who want to have a chat with me, you can contact me on Instagram or book my one-to-one consultation. Thanks for watching my video till the end, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.